Thayer, first of all for you, I guess I'll just kind of do the icebreaker here. I mean, what are your thoughts on first day of fall camp? Obviously, you've gone through this several years now at this point, but what made this year different?
I think we were just clean. Like, I don't remember being this clean coming into a fall camp first practice. I don't think we had one turnover. Just seemed like everybody was on the same page. Just a veteran group that knows how to practice at this point. Very exciting to go from here moving forward. So we were just happy with how clean it went today.
As a playmaker for this team, how much different is it going into this year with 10 backs offense and having a full spring and getting the opportunity to get a full fall going forward?
Yeah, I think last year Coach Beck was still trying to figure out his personnel. Even though I was here for a couple of years, like bringing in his new offense, he just wanted to see who his playmakers were, and so I think he has an idea of that now. So it's more of fixing the little things here and there instead of trying to figure out personnel. It's a lot easier to just focus on the little things and get better at the little things every day.
For you personally, what are those little things that you're trying to look for as you take another step?
Yeah, just understanding like defenses. Obviously, I know how to run routes, and just understanding what defenses they're playing, and then like how to run each route based on the defenses they're playing. So, and then obviously being on the same page as Devin, that's big. And luckily he's healthy, and hopefully we can have him for a full season because he's a great player and he'll help us out a lot.
Talk about that chemistry with Devin, like you just said. Obviously he's back, and now having that spring with him and this summer, how has that relationship really developed?
Yeah, me and Devin go back to when he first got here, right? So I remember 2 years ago around this time, he was a 3, and he came up to me and was just asking me like, what should I do? And I just told him to put his head down, keep working, your time will come, and just sort of talk good to him. So I knew his time was going to be here. We throw probably 2 or 3 times a week, have a great relationship, and I feel like that's going to carry over to the field.
There's a lot of guys that have taken advantage of the NIL, but at this point it seems like you've really kind of embraced it. I mean, what types of things have you looked for when it comes to deals, and how much are you kind of enjoying that whole process too before you got to fall camp, obviously?
Yeah, I wanted to sort of do some things before fall camp started just because like I know once the season started, my mind's here, right? So the main thing, I'm always going to keep the main thing, but I've obviously, local companies have reached out to me just for certain things. Obviously want to take advantage of that because my time here is limited, so I'm just trying to take advantage of that as much as I can, but also keeping the main thing.
You mentioned how clean everything was today. Was it because you guys got a full spring, or because you guys more experience, or a combination of both?
I think it's just trust. Guys trust one another. Even like practicing defense, like I can trust the defensive guy's not going to try to take my head off because we know each other's value and importance on this team. So we just have a good trust on both sides of the ball. And then obviously being able to train here all summer and spring helps that. Last year we were sort of on our own. Even going into the first game, 2 weeks before the first game, I was on my own with Mecca and Devin. We were quarantined, so we were on our own to figure out what we were going to train, how we were going to get ready for the game, because the game was going to be played regardless if we were out here practicing with the team or not. So that's been a good thing, just being around everybody, being able to practice and train.
Is this the strongest receiver group that you guys have had since you've been in NC State?
I think I'm not going to sit there and say that because I'm going to get older guys text me later about possibly, because obviously when I came here, my redshirt freshman year, that was a really close, strong group. I would say this year would probably be the most depth we've had. I look back in the room, and we have like 21 guys, and 15 guys who go out there and play right now. So it's really deep, a lot of competition, but I feel like it's good for me because I have like an overview of everybody, and they sort of respect me. So even all the young guys that have all the talent, they always ask me questions of what to do because they just look at me as a big brother. So I have a lot of responsibility in that aspect, but I'm trying to get myself ready as well as everybody, all those young guys ready to play. So it's a lot on my hands, but I'm up for it.
So you're embracing that role?
Yes, embracing the role. Even though I don't speak a lot to the guys, I'm not a big talker. I obviously, represent with my actions and the way I work, and so that gets respect in itself. So I try to do the best way that way, and then obviously speaking to them when I speak, they listen. So it's good. You
were a 3-sport guy in high school. I mean, now that you're back to just football, I mean, has it been tough for you? You still get that itch out there to play other sports?
Yeah, I mean, a month ago I went back to my high school, took BP. I'm always at the field, Coach A event. I play pickup basketball sometimes, just try to keep it limited so I don't get hurt. But I'm always playing. I think it's really good for my game. I think all sports help me the way I play the game. So I cross-train a bunch, play golf, do stuff like that. So I think just being versatile is a big thing for me.
You got a new position coach for the first time. How have you grown? How's your relationship? And how is he different from your old coach in the way that he coaches you?
Yeah, I mean, Coach McDonald, you know, I feel like he got me to where I was last year, right? And so we were all sad that he left, but then again, he even told me, he's like, there's only so much I can do for you, right? And so change is always good because I think it could help someone actually blossom, right? So I think Coach Joker coming in is just a big change for us, but then again, I love the way he's come in and just embraced his role. He understands there's a veteran group and also a young group. He's given the power to the players to really coach the young group, and he trusts the older guys. So, and I think it's a great situation, and you know, I've gotten a really good relationship with him so far.
And of the younger guys, who's really impressed you so far?
I think someone that really impressed me throughout spring to now is Jalen Coit. You know, obviously Porter's really good, but Jalen, you know, he was on the scout team last year, really undersized. He's gotten a lot bigger, a lot stronger. He just makes plays, and I think, you know, he's a good kid too. He's really quiet, but he's a very good player. I think he's going to do a lot for us here in the future. But Jalen Coit's one guy that really stands out to me.
We good to switch? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.